What is up, guys? Welcome back to another day on the Luke series. Today we are going to be in chapter 21 of Luke. I'm very excited for this. It's not too long of a chapter, pretty quick, so we'll make this kind of fast, but we'll also take it kind of slow just in case you're listening and going to bed. It's a relaxing chapter. Listen along. If you want to read with me, I'm on the NIV version of the Bible, but let's get straight into this. Chapter 21, here we go. The widow's offering. As Jesus looked up, he saw the rich putting their gifts into the temple treasury. He also saw a poor widow putting in 2 very small coins. Truly, I tell you, he said, this poor widow has put in more than all the others. All these people gave their gifts out of their wealth, but she out of her poverty put in all she had to live on. The destruction of the temple and signs of the end times. Before we get into that, the point Jesus is making here, and from my understanding here, is these rich people, these rich people that are putting their gifts into the temple treasury, they put in these extravagant gifts, these nice looking, amazing gifts, probably a lot of people's wages, but to them it's nothing. To them that is like a small, it's probably like a week's pay to them. And then this very poor woman comes and she puts in 2 very small copper coins. And everyone's like, oh, she's only putting in that much? Come on, what the heck? She's barely putting anything. But to her, that's her savings. That's all her money, pretty much. And that's the point Jesus is trying to make, that these people give their gifts out of their wealth. But she, out of poverty, put in all she had to live on. That is what Jesus is looking for. Those kinds of people. Those kinds of people that will do stuff because they love Jesus, because they believe in him, not because they want to show off to others, not because they don't want to give up their sinful ways. Those ones that will turn their lives to Jesus and away from their own sinful desires. But let's keep going. Verse 5. Some of his disciples were marketing about how the temple was adorned with beautiful stones and with gifts dedicated to God. But Jesus said, as for what you see here, the time will come when not one stone will be left on another. Every one of them will be thrown down. Teacher, they asked, when will these things happen, and what will be the sign that they are about to take place? He replied, watch out that you are not deceived, for many will come in my name, claiming, I am he, and the time is near. Do not follow them. When you hear of wars and uprising, do not be frightened. These things must happen first, but the end will not come right away. Then he said to them, nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There will be great earthquakes, famines, and pestilences in various places, and fearful events and great signs from heaven. But before all this, they will seize you and persecute you. They will hand you over to synagogues and put you in prison, and you will be brought before kings and governors, and on all account of my name. And so you will bear testimony to me. But make up your mind, do not worry beforehand how you will defend yourselves. For I will give you words and wisdom that none of your adversaries will be able to resist or contradict. You will be betrayed even by parents, brothers and sisters, relatives and friends, and they will put some of you to death. Everyone will hate you because of me, but not a hair on your head will perish. Stand firm and you will win life. When you see Jerusalem being surrounded by armies, you will know that its desolation is near. Then let those who are in Judea flee to the mountains. Let those in the city get out, and let those in the country not enter the city. For this is the time of punishment and fulfillment of all things that has been written. How dreadful it will be in those days for pregnant women and nursing mothers. There will be great distress in the land and wrath against this people. They will fall by the sword and will be taken as prisoners to all the nations. Jerusalem will be trampled on by the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles are fulfilled. There will be signs in the sun, the moon, and stars. On the earth, nations will be in anguish and perplexity at the roaring and tossing of the sea. People will faint from terror, apprehensive of what is coming on the world, for their heavenly bodies will be shaken. At that time they will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with the power and great glory. When these things begin to take place, stand up and lift up your head, because your redemption is drawing near. He told them this parable. Look at the fig tree and all the trees. When they sprout leaves, you can see for yourselves, and you know that summer is near. Even so, when you see that things happening, you know that the kingdom of God is near. Truly I tell you, this generation will certainly not pass away until all these things have happened. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. Be careful of your hearts will be weighed down with carousing, drunkenness, and of the anxieties of life. And that day will close on you suddenly like a trap, for it will come on all those who live on the face of the whole earth. Be always on the watch and pray that you might be able to escape all that is about to happen, and that you may be able to stand before the Son of Man. Each day Jesus was teaching at the temple, and each evening he went out to spend the night on the hill called the Mount of Olives. And all the people came early in the morning to hear him at the temple. Absolutely beautiful. I liked so much chapter 21. It was good. A nice short one, but a lot of meaning towards it, especially with the widow's offering and then Jesus telling about the end times. Wow, very powerful stuff. I just want to thank you all for watching for chapter 21, and I will see you guys tomorrow for chapter 22. See you guys.